And now, Freelance Heroism presents Return to Ravenloft.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates at the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Yes.
Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Duncan, Chris B, Nate, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
You help us make a better show for everyone, and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you.
Thank you.
Rachel.
Dees.
You've been playing Final Fantasy XII, one of my favorite Final Fantasies.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? Tell me your thoughts.
I don't have a lot of Final Fantasy experience. So, and I've never played 12. I played a little bit of the original 7, but I never beat it or got beyond this
next.
one.
We're doing that next.
But I really like 12. I like the story. I really like a lot of the characters. Some of the characters in my party I don't really care about one way or the other.
I bet I could guess who they are in order. I bet I could guess in order which your least favorite or least relevant characters are.
Yeah.
All right. Least favorite, Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
Least relevant, Penella.
Yes. I don't know why she's there.
That chick is still, she has, her board is unlicensed. There's nothing on there.
Even in cutscenes where you're forced to see the entire party.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't do anything in any of these cutscenes. She barely talks.
Yeah.
And when she does, it's usually because Vaughn said something to her.
In all fairness, she is a 14-year-old girl from a village where everyone that is related to her is dead.
True.
So,
but why did they bring her?
Because she was hanging with Vaughn.
We're over here fighting gods.
She was hanging with Vaughn and then befriended Larsa halfway through their thing.
Oh,
and
that's
then
true.
She was just there, and they're like, "What, we're gonna leave a kid in the middle of mountains?" So,
I guess we'll keep her with us.
Yep. But
Yeah.
you can visibly see Balthier being upset that he doesn't have his airship, and I'm not making comparisons. I'm just saying it is a unique feeling.
Yeah.
To not have your airship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're talking about going somewhere, and he's like, "Well, we can't bring the airship because they're going to be watching the skies
again." Yeah.
I guess we're going hiking.
Again. And he doesn't complain. He just upset that he has this airship that he can't use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
I've been there. No, but your thoughts outside of those characters. What about the ones you do like? Can you give me an order?
Fran is my number one.
Yeah.
I like Fran a lot.
Because she's dressed like a scandalous woman.
No, it's not. It's not because of how she's dressed.
Yeah.
It's because she gives very like elf-like vibes.
She does.
I think she's very interesting. Like, she clearly has this perception with like the mist that nobody else does. And she also just knows a lot of stuff. So like everybody else will be talking about, well, where are we supposed to go to do this? And Fran's like, oh, you go here. Like, there's so many or something weird happens, and Fran's like, this is what the mist is doing.
I love Fran and Balthier so much.
Yeah.
They're by far my two favorite characters in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And like way high on the list of overall all characters. Right? They're in Final Fantasy, they're like very high. I think Balthier is my number one, and then number 4 or 5 gets into Fran. But Balthier is just the coolest dude in the world. I would trade any character for him ever. You need a tank, I'll make him a tank. You need a caster, I'll make him a caster. You want him to range, he'll be a machinist,
Yeah.
Whatever we need.
I really like the license system.
Oh yeah.
It was a little overwhelming at first because it's just this huge board.
Yep.
And I didn't know how quickly you could get the license points. But I really like that. And I like that you can reset it and like mix and match different classes.
How excellent are gambits?
Gambits are so nice.
They are incredible. Every game that has AI teammates should have gambits.
I agree.
From now on until the end of time, every character should be programmable via a set of instructions that you unlock.
Yeah. And for people listening, gambits are basically just if-then orders that you can give your party members that you're not controlling.
Right. If teammate is 70% hit points, cast regen. If character is KO'd, cast Phoenix Down or use Phoenix Down.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and you can get incredibly granular about things where you can have targeting arrays set up. So like right now on your game, you have Fran as the party lead. She fires a bow. It misses. Whatever.
Fired, and then I missed. And then I fired.
But the fact that she targeted a mob means that your melee guys run up to target them.
Yes.
And then you use decoy on Balthier because he's the defensive super HP one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good system. And then because you're the party leader, they target your ads, and we just added now you target whatever Balthier or your teammates are targeting. So now it's and there's even more creative kind of stuff you can do with them.
Yeah.
For like bosses and at this percentage, use this and the charge. I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, I really like the gambits. I really like the license job board and how you get to and how they like interact with each other. That's really cool.
It is. Yeah, different combinations let you jump the boards of other classes to get parts you need. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So
what are you thinking so far about the story?
I like the story. I was worried because I don't know Final Fantasy very well, like story wise. I know a lot of the different games have oftentimes similar story beats. But other than like crystals are important and they hold magic.
So there are different types of Final Fantasy, just to clarify. There's the Ivalice Final Fantasy, which is set in this kind of era where there's like almost steampunky magicite technology. So you're not going to see like I guess they're sort of like cars, but it feels more like an advanced fantasy, like D&D-esque culture. Right?
Yeah.
Than it does a modern, like in Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII, there are people driving around in trucks, right?
Yeah, that's true.
In this game, there are people riding around in hover wagons. Like it feels like almost like a retrofuturism of a fantasy world that got magic powered steampunkiness. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII are set in a more modern-esque kind of universe, whereas the Ivalice games are set in this kind of fantasy realm where it's very like high politics and royal families and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics is Ivalician, and yeah, you'll get there. You'll see what I mean.
Okay.
I think 9 is more Ivalician feeling, even though I don't know if it's directly called that, but it feels more like 12.
Okay.
Do you have a vibe that you like better? Do you like the 7 universe better, or do you like the 12 universe better?
Oh, I think I like the 12 universe better.
Yeah.
Like I really like 7, but I think I like the 12 better.
Okay. You're more into the fantasy side of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. I'm curious. If you beat this game and you like it.
When I beat this game.
Okay. Would that be a thumbs up, do you think, so far? If you were just grading what you had seen so far, would that make you more or less likely to play another Final Fantasy in the future?
If it's like 12, more likely.
Well, I got some bad news for you.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So I want you to know that 12 is widely disliked.
Really?
People do not like 12.
I really like there's nothing. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I just glaringly like. I don't like this system, but
there's some elaborate tunneling maps where you kind of have to loop around, and it can get really ornate.
Yeah, but
that's a little annoying.
Yeah, but that's not like a deal breaker.
Yeah, I think when they resort to enemies coming out of the ground, that's a little annoying because the whole benefit of 12 was that you could see all of the mobs in the open world. So it wasn't random battles, right?
Right.
You see them, and if you want to avoid them, you can. If you want to engage them, you can. And I like that. But then they just have like a bunch of skeletons come out of the ground. It's the exact same thing as before. So it doesn't always happen, but in the areas where it does, I dislike that. But otherwise, I think it's... People don't like the combat system because of the little beams. Do you even notice those anymore?
No.
Yeah. Literally after a couple hours, you don't even think about them.
Yeah.
Pretty great. I love 12. If you're listening to this and you haven't played 12, you should play 12. Zodiac Age, you can get it on Steam, you can get it on Nintendo Switch even, which is awesome.
Yeah. I got this because it you had before talked about like how good this game was and how it was one of your favorites. And I think on a whim, I just checked it on Steam and it was on sale.
Yeah.
And I bought it, and then I told you that I bought it. I was like, hey, I got this. We should play it sometime.
You know what else is crazy? You got Phantasy Star 4 on Steam on sale for 99 cents.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did get that.
There's never been a better bargain in gaming than Phantasy Star 4 for 99 cents. Imagine you got Last of Us for $6.
That would be incredible.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? That's what that feels like to me.
Well, maybe I'll play that one next.
Maybe. Might be too old. It might be too old for you to really get into.
Oh.
But it is a great game. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
Some games are just too old. Crash Bandicoot sucks, by the way. It was never good. Even when it was new, it wasn't good.
Wow.
Please at me.
Wow. Okay. Well, maybe we should go to this week's episode.
We probably should.
You're throwing out these spicy opinions.
Man, fuck that. Crash Bandicoot sucks. You know it sucks. Play something else. Play Jack and Daxter. Play Spyro. Play Sonic. Play Mario. Fuck.
All right. We are returning to Return to Ravenloft this week. Season 3, Episode 7, Croak on the Water.
Hey, nice.
Hey.
Crash Bandicoot looks like a coked up fucking fox or something. Right? He looks like he does meth.
Oof.
He does. He's frazzled. His eyes are in different directions and shit. His whole torso is his head.
That's true. Yeah.
It's fucking gross looking.
All right. We're going to the episode now.
Fucking nasty. Like roadkill came to life. Okie doke. So, where were we? Rachel was looking for silver, right?
Yeah, but then I saw that there are several members of the Kargrat who are apparently looking for me.
Nate was failing rolls at an alarming rate.
Yes. I had turned the adventure into a Jimmy Buffett song. Fins to the left, fins to the right. And maybe a little bit of Steelers will in there. Here I am, fucked in the middle with you. Yeah. Yeah. That's me. That's what I did.
That's Stevie Miller, isn't it?
No, that's Steelers wheel. Thank you very much. I'm an old man.
Stuck
I know
in the
my
middle
shit.
With you?
Yeah. That's Steelers wheel. Check me. Check my math. If I'm not right, then I'd be fucking shocked.
I'm pretty certain I'm right. Stevie Miller Band. Stuck in the middle with you.
Stuck in the Middle with You, song by Steelers Wheel. 1972.
That's part of the Joker, right?
Yeah, no, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, that's Steelers Wheel.
Oh, okay.
See?
All right.
See?
Hey.
You fucking see? Right there.
Hey. Right on, man.
Don't question my oldness, god damn it.
I won't quite. No one is. No one is. No one is. We know that you're qualified.
Thank you.
He's got old man experience.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So how will you leverage that into not rolling fours?
I don't know. I that's unfortunately I am just at the mercy of a really shitty random number generator. Apparently, let's experiment, shall we?
Yeah.
I rolled a 35 on a D100. That's not as bad as
Well,
it
roll
was last time.
D20s because that's the ones you've been fucking up.
Yeah, here's a D20 roll.
Give me 6 of them.
19. Nice.
Wow.
That's
glad
okay.
you
So
glad you used that.
a 19.
2. Oh, it's feast or famine with Nate. 11.
Yeah.
Oh, 11.
Okay.
19. Okay.
It's like cutting the head off of
5.
deer. 5.
Okay, but you know what? In the grand scheme of things, that feels perfectly average.
You rolled a 2 and a 5 during 4 rolls.
Two 19s and 2 11s. So I had 2 very low, 2 very high, and 2 right in the middle.
Right. So when you're hitting the enemy, get a 19,
Okay.
or you'll get a 2.
Yeah.
And then when you go to hit your own teammate with a cannon,
Yep, it'll be I'll roll a 26 on a D20.
you killed Hawks.
I temporarily made him
2 people. Or
He's slight-
4.
he's-
He had chunks, remember?
Yeah. He's
He's,
in multiple pieces right now.
He's slightly out of sorts at the moment.
He has been chopped into ham hocks.
And tucked into the backpack.
Yes.
Yep.
Every last piece.
It's just
he's
dripping
safe there.
blood down the back of your armor.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a waterproof backpack.
No, but there's plenty of sheets in there to soak it up.
Yeah.
She said there wasn't actually for being
Oh,
more
shit.
specific. Cass took them out. So unless during her time as Adrie, she actively thought
When Adrie remembers who she is, they just like materialize back in her backpack.
all the beds on the boat are now stripped clean.
That bitch got rid of all my sheets.
I love the imagery of when Adrie saw like we had rescued these orphans and their parents were all dead and she had to like throw a blanket over the body, and I'm like, they're still bloody. It's just gonna be a saturated bloody sheet, right?
Mhm.
Like a fucking like a ravioli with a dead person filling.
A cadaverioli.
Cadaverioli, yeah. Or in this instance, a dead dad rioli.
Oh. Damn.
All right. Are we ready? Let's see, what was Kaeviir doing?
Being a pimp. As usual. As usual.
Following your mom around.
Returning a mom. Thank you. MILF, mother I'd like to find.
That's potential episode title.
That is not an
material.
episode title.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mother I'd like to find is a great title.
I really think it is.
Rachel's writing it down.
That's to remind myself to delete it.
Right.
Even
D-Walk, what's that shirt? What's going on with that shirt?
It's a reverse tie-dye. So it's technically it's the spinal cord design.
Yeah.
So it's the front and back.
I thought you had just like sloppily eaten a bleach burrito and it just
D-Walk's like going for the full 70s chest hair thing right now.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looked like.
Completely the 70s chest hair.
Because it kind of the skin tone through the camera kind of meshes with that.
Mm-hmm.
So it does kind of look like you have like a hunter from Spider-Man vibe.
Yeah.
Craven.
Yeah, that big hairy chest lion slayer. That guy should not have been drawn in Spider-Man. Just he should have been in a different comic. I think it would have probably worked better. You know,
They're gonna fuck up that movie so bad.
yeah. They said Jimmy Kimmel kept lying and saying he was going to play Craven. He said it for like 6 months, and then he said that they had a secret casting announcement and they were gonna talk about it on the episode on Friday, and it had like the highest fucking viewership, and then I think they announced that it wasn't going to be him, and I was like, yeah, no shit.
Who could have seen that coming?
Can you imagine Jimmy Kimmel play?
It's Quicksilver, right?
Hmm.
The guy that's doing Craven? It's the
thought-
dude that got killed in Avengers that did Quicksilver?
I don't know why he was Quicksilver in the first place.
Neither don't.
The other guy was perfect. The young guy from the X-Men movies was
Right.
really good.
No, he was good. And he also did Kick-Ass.
Oh. Right on.
That's the one they brought back in WandaVision, right? Is the joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
They brought the Fox one back.
He looks like Quicksilver to me.
He does. And he has more of the attitude, more of the personality of Quicksilver than the other guy.
That impish fucking
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, imagine what you think like a mean or a kind-hearted shitty rogue that's always getting into trouble for pickpocketing people and stuff like that. That kind of vibe is
that's Quicksilver.
I have no
not
basis
the
of
jock.
comparison for that either.
actually just if you want to know what Quicksilver looks like, just think of a young Anderson Cooper. Done. I think if you could get Anderson Cooper to be 25 years old, he's the perfect. He looks like Quicksilver's dad. He doesn't look like Magneto, but he looks like what I imagine Quicksilver's dad would look like. Like if Quicksilver came home and was like a Leave It to Beaver style, hey dad, I need some advice. Like he'd turn around to be Anderson Cooper in like a fucking smoking jacket. Let me tell you how I can help you with it. You need to slow down. Take a breather. Have you talked to your teachers about what they might think is right? Okie doke.
All right. Where do we want to start? Rayne's about to get attacked on his ship. Adrie's staring down Kargrat on the docks.
Mhm.
And Kaeviir's walking through a forest.
These
With a-
things is not like the other.
One of these things doesn't fail all his roles.
No, it's okay. I have special things planned for Kaeviir as well.
Ooh.
Well, y'all the ones that wanted to. I was about to say y'all want to split the party, but it wasn't y'all that wanted to split the party.
That decision was made without our input whatsoever. It was just like, where's Kaeviir? Fuck.
Oh, that's for your input when it's required.
That's what y'all get for signing contracts.
Look, first off, I've been doing this a long time, okay? Been doing this a long time. I don't need a babysitter. Especially not one that's rolling fours with reckless abandon.
One who you left your ship with. So what does that say about your leadership skills?
Well, that I didn't think that being gone for a week would mean the destruction of his ship from a guy who literally his entire job is to pilot ships.
In his defense, he hadn't met your crew yet. So technically in game it was your crew rolling.
It's true.
Yeah.
Nate's commanding was fine. His crew just couldn't hit shit.
Yeah. Those bastards.
Well, leadership
Now I actually got professional this time and printed out the full email of Nate's fucking crew. So
Yay.
fuck trying to look that shit up again.
Yeah, which reminds me, I should probably pull that up too. There it is. Sea Bitch Crew. That's the name of the document. All right. I got it.
Yeah, mine is too. Mine says crew of the sea bitch.
Yeah, it's a print out of what he's looking at.
Yeah.
They're gonna say the same thing. It's like that's what mine says. I'm like, yeah.
Wow. It's like the Johnson twins got drunk again.
I think you two might be astonished by the similarities between what you're looking at.
No, I failed my wisdom check. I'm not gonna be. All right, Rayne. We'll start with you.
Oh,
I gotta
great,
start
thanks.
somewhere.
You've saved the worst for first. All right. How many D20 rolls would you like, D-Walk?
Well, not any because you're being boarded from the sea.
Ooh, kinky.
We left off with you did see Draga and a number of his crew jump off and actually come towards you, and they've reached you.
Oh boy.
So, and this is when you guys went and got your silver weapons from down below.
Correct. Now we're armed.
So, you remind me how the deck of the sea bitch and how long and wide it is?
That's a good question. It's
Hey, yo.
7 miles long and 250 yards wide. She used to be called the Sea Cow before I renamed it. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure. Let me just see if I can get kind of. Let's go with about 65 feet long.
Okay.
And 24 feet wide. 25 will be a nice even 5-foot number for you to work with. So 65 by 25 is going to be about right.
How many masts?
She's it's not a schooner, she's not a corvette. 3.
All right. How many decks?
3.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And where would you be positioned on the ship?
Right now, probably behind the captain, so behind the wheel.
Okay. Rayne would be up there. Oxford and Auric would be near the guns. Milford's up with you. Lyndhurst would be near the front. Garland would be up near him, or Splinter. Haha, nice. Bridger's home to possibly die.
Yeah.
All right, and Bridger will be near the center, the middle mast.
Okay.
All right. They actually start approaching on the front of the ship, climbing up. A total of 6 climb aboard your vessel. Go ahead and give me a roll.
A roll.
Sorry, initiative.
Oh. 22.
All right. Thank you, sir. Okay, cool. Draga does not go first. Draga rolled a 1 on his initiative.
Hey, it's just a captain thing, I guess.
Yeah. Alrighty. What would you do and how would you direct your crew?
I would probably be instructing Werford Norick to shove some of the silverware and turn the cannon toward the front.
Okay.
And directing everyone else, including myself, to prevent them from getting any further on the ship as much as we can.
Okay. Are you gonna have the twins or the brothers fire before you guys rush forward?
Yes, that would be the plan. Very, very much would not like to get shot by my own men. I think they've shot enough people already as it is.
Now wait for me to engage in combat and then fire.
Wait until Adrie gets on board and then let's talk.
All right. Then
shoot for the whites of her armor.
Well, Kess's armor hasn't been white in 10 years. That shit is stained, rusted, blood-stained, old, and everything else.
You mean Adrie
Patched
would
with
not
weird-
have completely cleaned that and had all of that spotless by the time I find that hard to believe.
Well, Kess actually had the armor blackened, like through an alchemical process. So I assume that she can't just Adrie can't just like scrub it and get the shine back on it.
Kaeviir didn't let her in the lab to play with the chemicals.
I was about to say, I thought she just went into like, the boat's paint room and just like, started hitting it with some acrylic or something. Okay.
No. Luckily, Brennan's not living. Otherwise, we'd have another issue with paint.
Ah.
So, all right. So, at that point, then Lindy and Splinter both try to hide behind the front mast because they see the orcs. I get the names right on both of
The
them.
duels, yeah.
Yeah, the duels. Pull one of the cannons back, shift the two of it. One drops it in, the other lights it, and give me a roll.
Eat it.
What do you get?
That was an 18.
All right.
Wow.
Look how excited he is.
I
It's
know.
not, it's not a 3. Also, you're not here, so eat my butt.
You're right. I've only heard about the failures that people talk about when I get back. I will never hear about your success.
Yes, I know.
All right. Poor were rat.
Oh, pobrecito.
Yeah.
Does it explode?
He's the one you need to worry about.
I know.
That sucks ass. Okay.
Oh no, I made the
Yeah.
DM unhappy. Oh no.
No, that's all good.
Okay.
No, you blasted the shit out of the were rat.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. He's bloodied and he's still standing, but you just took out a third of his life.
Oops.
Wait, third? Almost a third.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. After the shot goes off, the two get up and engage with two of them. And the others rush in.
Are you gonna want me to roll for my crew?
No,
Okay.
it's fine. Are you rushing for Draga personally, or are you trying to engage?
Has
one
he
of the
made it
others
on the
first?
boat yet?
Yes.
Oh, he has made it on the boat. Hmm. Hmm. And I am certainly ahead of him in initiative. Yeah. I think yeah, I'm gonna close in on him. I'm gonna I try and like to time it as such that just as the blast goes off and there's that sort of momentary disillusionment on the other side, having been at the other end of that, to go in and stab him with both of my silver daggers.
All right. Before you do that, I need you to roll me a d20 on the side, unrelated to your actions.
Oh, unrelated. Who's on fire now? That's a 19.
Thank you. That was for the diviner were rat you just shot at. He has portent rolls. Thank you.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I hate this fucking game. I hate it. D&D, more like F and U.
Okay. Run up
Kiss
and
the
give me your
baddest
attack
part
rolls
of
on
my ass.
Draga.
Okay, first roll. 19.
Ow. That hurt. That hit.
I would hope so. Okay. 5 points of damage. I'm sorry, 7 points of damage. My bad. Plus another 8, so that is 15. And then I'm going to come across with the other dagger with 22.
That hits too.
And 7 more points of damage.
So 15 plus 7?
22 altogether.
And those are silver, right?
Those are correct from my
All
own
right.
personal collection.
Very nice. Okay.
Can I do anything else? I could. Am I? How many of my men are now between the cannon and the onboarders? Everybody, basically.
3 of them, but the brothers. So that would be
Me and
you and the other 3. Because hold on, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think a total of 5 because the 2 brothers are still at the cannon.
would I have any movement left?
You would have maxed out running all over there.
But okay, then I'm done.
All right. Blows get exchanged. Combat continues. Draga reaches forward with his hand glowing black.
Why does it look like David's typing a bunch of numbers into a calculator?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
He's like, let me just add up all his data.
Look.
Like, yeah,
1 + 2 + 2 + 1. No. That's...
like he's gonna put on one of those like green visor, kind of accountant. That's
All of a sudden the room darkens. There's just this one spotlight right over him. Like smoke just rises from the background for no apparent reason. Well, you can stop doing math at any time, D-Walk. I'm just saying you can put your pencils down, dude. The test is over. Time has been called. Isn't there like a pitch clock in D&D, just like there is in baseball? If you don't get your dice rolled in a certain amount of time, then you forfeit.
He's casting a 5th level Bane. I'm sorry, 5th level Inflict Wounds.
Oh,
What is your take home, Batman?
And so,
fuck him.
and that is
I'm gonna have to roll a saving throw, aren't I? No? Okay.
No. Death save.
Well,
actually. So this came up in my the D&D game that I ran last week. So death saves are saving throws, but they're saving throws that you don't add anything to. But we had to look at that because several of the players had a curse on them that gave them disadvantage to saving throws, but they were also at 0 hit points, so they were making death saves. And so then they had to roll their death saves at disadvantage.
Oof.
D-Walk, I take everything I've ever said bad about you. You're a wonderful DM, and please continue to DM for us all the time.
Before you used to be able to, when you had to do a system shock save or something like that, you'd add your
it was
con.
it was mass damage. It was
But even then, in like earlier editions, you'd add your con to your stabilization checks, right? Because if you're sturdy,
I believe in 3.5, yes.
If you're healthier and you're down, why wouldn't your health come in? Like when you're making a check to see whether or not you're able to recover, your con is like right there. That's your. It seems like by bypassing that, you're just kind of being a dick. Like the rules people are just dicks.
Does a 17 hit you?
Does a 17 hit me? Is it an attack with a melee weapon?
It is a spell attack.
Then it hits me.
It's a spell touch attack.
Well, I only have defensive duelists if a creature hits me with a melee attack. My AC becomes 19. Otherwise, it's 14. So I'm going to
spell touch doesn't count, but it should. Right?
I'm saying because he has to touch you and he has to actually physically make contact. I'm going to side with Dees on this one.
Really? Okay.
No. I mean, there's logic there.
spell
No,
touch
Rachel,
I agree. I'm just saying if I look
mean-
at the wording specifically
I
says
don't.
another creature hits you with a melee attack.
I'm
And
not
no,
trying
I
to.
understand that, but
Yeah.
it's defined as a melee spell attack,
Right.
Yeah.
Here's
Okay.
the
meaning they
question.
have to actually physically
To
put a touch
touch
on
you.
you.
Okay.
Here's the
As
question
defensive-
though: Do they
yes.
have to touch a particular part of him, or is it just anywhere? Like if it's like
Anywhere.
a grab, then
No,
yeah.
it's not like a grab. No, he just has to make like actual physical contact.
Okay, so there's where the. Sorry, we're gonna do this rules thing again.
No, that's all good.
The perception of the rule of attacking someone with like a dagger or a sword or something like that is not just that you have to clank them with the sword and they take damage. You actually have to. The reason there is strength is because you're trying to bypass their armor to actually hit them. So cut a piece of their chainmail out, or hit hard enough
Mhm.
that it goes to a part where they're not wearing armor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if it's a blunt instrument, through the chainmail with enough force to still
To cause damage. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So if it's a spell touch attack, the effect needs to grab a part of them anywhere. I don't know. Is that like an arrow more than it is like a melee attack? Because an arrow just anywhere, right?
Well, maybe it's that they have to find somewhere with like bare skin, or at least not so heavily armored, and so that's
Right.
part of like the
contact.
I have to roll to make contact.
Right.
Yeah.
Defensive duelist, right?
Defensive duelist, when you're wielding a finesse
Okay.
weapon with which you are proficient and another creature hits you with a melee attack,
I'm
you
Thorn
can
here.
use your reaction to add 5 to your AC for that attack.
Yeah, I'm torn here about the justification of it because it depends on the
Yeah.
application of the strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there is a complexity. It's not just when you attack someone, it's not just did you hit their body, right?
Now, ideally, I also have uncanny dodge. That just
Now,
says
You
when
can only
I'm
use one of those at a time, though,
No,
right?
I'm just saying. Yeah, I know.
Now, the group Giant in the Playground back in 2017 does agree that it does work against melee spell attacks.
If it says melee spell attack, then melee is the modifier, and that's the same.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
says melee spell attack. Bane,
Okay.
or I'm sorry, inflict is a melee spell attack.
If it said
Okay.
range spell
Yeah.
attack, then
That would
range
be
Yeah,
is
if it was
different.
range spell
Right.
attack, no, this would be a different story.
Yeah, melee
Okay.
spell attack still has the melee word modifier, so I think
Yeah.
that counts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in that case, if we are going to rule it that way, then my armor class would be 19 for that particular instance, and a
And you
17 would
miss a 7 or 7d10
Hmm.
inflicted spell.
Oof.
That was about
Oh
to
wait,
light
did I
you
just
up.
defend Nate from taking damage? I'd like to reverse my argument.
Mhm.
I'd like to take the other side.
All right.
Thank you, debate class.
is going down.
Not before you are, bitch.
All right.
Now, do I
So-
still take half damage?
You take no damage because he completely missed you.
Okay,
He
so
actually,
it was not
all he had to do was touch you.
and I went psych.
Yeah,
All right.
you were able to like just pretty much rogue out of it.
All right. Glad
All
that
right.
rogueness has turned has
All
come
right,
in handy.
Let me crop down one of those spell slots now.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Look,
That's
You're
okay.
welcome.
Yeah.
I still got a 6 and 7 those spell slot. I'm happy. All right. All right, we're gonna slide over to Adrie for a moment. I'm gonna bounce through rounds.
Okay.
You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So real quick, just to
Mhm.
recap, like from last game, I did cast Death Ward on myself, so that's
Yes, you
still
did.
going.
Yes, it
Uh,
is.
I have Spirit Guardians going. I believe it's going at 4th level is what I cast it at. Water Walk lasts for like an hour, so that should still be going.
Mhm.
And I think I cast Spiritual Weapon, but I think I cast it somewhere else, and it just doesn't. It wouldn't have the speed to catch up to me. But I looked over my notes. I don't remember where I cast it.
I believe it was on the ship because you just got done engaging on the ship and you were torturing people below deck with your spiritual guardians as you walked through.
But I don't remember
Oh.
where I was when I cast Spiritual Weapon. Because that
If I remember right, you're still on that ship.
Oh, okay.
You're
so
still
then I have...
on. Yeah,
Okay.
the Kargrat were just on the dock looking at you.
Okay, then
There's 3 of them.
I am spelled up. All right. So I still have all of that going. And I see these 3 Kargat standing on the docks. They, I assume, have noticed me.
Oh, no, they're staring you down.
Okay.
We're talking full mad dog.
All right. And I also have a backpack full of hawks with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Look at them. Be like,
And
this
they look at you.
is a really bad time.
The one steps forward from the middle. Not for us.
You have a lot of were-shark pirates going on, and this is what you want to do?
We got them contained. You breathe deeply lately?
I'm fine. Thank you. Okay. Well, hopefully Captain Rayne is doing well on his own. Although I'm like slightly tempted for Adrie to just like turn and jump off the ship and just start running across the water to Rayne's ship.
Let's certainly give him reason for pause to go, wait, what the fuck? Bringing your weed whacker along behind you. All right. Do I need
You look.
to? Oh,
Go for it.
I was gonna ask if I need to roll initiative.
I would.
Okay.
Or you can just go last, you know. Who needs to?
Let's see. 20.
There. All right. All right. 20 it is. Go.
Are they armed?
Two of them you can tell are armed.
Okay. So one of them is a spellcaster.
They're keeping a good 20 feet apart from each other.
Okay. I also want to mention, as I mentioned before in last game, Adrie is still attuned to the icon of Ravenloft, which means that while within 30 feet of the icon, which I have it with me, a creature is under the effect of a protection from evil and good against fiends and undead, which means they are at disadvantage to attack me if they're undead.
Disadvantage on the undead ones. Got it.
Okay. Let's. How close is the closest one?
40 feet off you?
Okay, so not close enough for spiritual weapon. Let's go with a second level guiding bolt on the one that does not have a weapon.
Okay.
I make a ranged spell attack. And I'm pretty sure a 12 misses.
It does.
All right. And then I'm gonna back up a little bit because I assume there's like a kind of like gangplank that they have to like come up to board the ship, so they're gonna have to kind of get in line. Maybe like attack me one at a time. So I'm not going to them. They're gonna have to come up to me.
Yes. Straight through the wood chipper, please.
I am gonna back up
All right.
about 20 feet, and then I will use my bonus action to put my spiritual weapon kind of like in front of me.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. The one in the middle pulls a crossbow from his back and stands there and takes aim.
Okay. Lame. You guys are lame.
Misses you wide.
Yes. So one shot at me with a crossbow. He fired, and he missed. I'm going to double check protection from good and evil. Make sure I'm not missing anything else.
Oh, it's protection from good and evil and crossbows. That's the part we left out.
Creatures of these types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Yeah, so much for them
All right.
swiping right on Tinder then, huh?
The one off to the side with no armor.
Mhm.
He begins swirling his hands and he casts Dispel Magic on you.
No. At what level?
And it is level
28.
it is a level 3, but the DC equals 10 plus the spell levels on a successful check using a spellcasting modifier, and he rolled a 14.
Oh. Okay.
So
What is each
anything
dispel?
7th level or lower is gone.
7th level or lower?
Well, considering his casting modifier is a 3 plus his 14 is a 17.
Oh.
So
Okay. So that takes away my Spirit Guardians. That's gonna take away my Death Ward. It's gonna take away my Water Walk. So it takes away all of these? It doesn't just take away one?
it says, choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
for each spell. Okay, so
Okay.
we'll go down the list. So the problem is he wouldn't, as a character, he wouldn't know how many spells you have on you.
Yeah.
So we just have to roll through them.
Okay.
So start with a 17 on which one I guess you casted first.
I guess I would have cast
Would have been
Death Ward?
Death Ward, yeah, because that would have
Death
been at the
Ward.
start of the day.
Which spell?
Okay.
Do you have to know what spell you're casting against?
It just says any spell 3rd level or lower for each spell 4th level or higher.
But it says
so anything
choose...
it choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range. So choosing you as creature.
Okay.
So
DC,
any spell
yeah.
3rd level or lower on the target ends. So would that be your water walk then automatically?
Let's see.
We call this the sploosh down.
My Water Walk, I'd cast that at 3rd level. So that would
Okay.
be gone.
That one's gone.
Okay.
Oof.
So then does it just do one? That's what I'm confused about. Is it like one Dispel Magic per spell? Or does it cancel like a bunch of stuff with
it
one
says
spell?
any spell of 3rd level or lower
There
on the
Automatically
target, and then
increase.
for automatically. Then
Any
for
spell.
each spell 4th level higher, you got to make an ability check.
Okay.
That means
Unless
you
he
have to make
casted
an
it higher.
ability check because you're the one who cast it, right?
Right, and it hits everything that's under a certain tier, and then after that, the magic becomes a little more frail, trying to grasp at the next higher level.
So
magic.
then would my spiritual weapon stay because he targeted me and not my spiritual weapon?
No, because it's a spell that you cast.
Oh, okay.
It's an effect. You concentrate on it to keep it up.
I don't concentrate on spiritual weapon.
Well, then maybe not.
No,
how
spiritual
far out
weapon
is
would
it?
be on its. Yeah, that would be the other. No, because it's not on her. Technically, it wouldn't be it wouldn't be on her. So the spiritual weapon would still stay in function.
Right. If it's not concentrated on, there's no way it could
Yeah.
separate, right? You'd cast it and it'd be like summoning a creature.
Okay. So spiritual weapon is still there, but Death Ward, Spirit Guardians, and Water Walk go away?
I'd have to depending on what levels you cast Death Ward and Spirit Guardians at.
So I cast Spirit Guardians at 4th level.
Okay, that one I'd have to roll on. And then what was Death Ward at?
Death Ward. Let me find it.
Well, don't worry. You can just let it drop and then go back retroactively and reapply it.
Death Ward was also 4th level.
Okay, so whichever one casts first got the 17, and then I'd have to roll on the second one.
Okay.
Death Ward is gone.
So Death Ward is gone. So then you have to roll for Spirit Guardians.
And that would be a 12 on Spirit Guardians, which does not make it.
Okay, so Spirit Guardians is still going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Death Ward's gone, which they're not sure which ones they pop. They can just see Spirit Guardian selecting. So you hear the middle one turn to the one that just used. He's like, "You had one fucking job."
The one thing she's known for.
But in all fairness, it's going away as she sinks to the bottom of the ocean.
Well,
I'm still on the boat.
She's on the boat. She's not on the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kadik had specific instructions how this was supposed to play out.
Man,
It's not the flotation on the ocean. It's the size
What
of the
is
ship.
what is the range of Dispel Magic? 120 feet.
120 feet.
If I had jumped off the boat, I would not have been able to get far enough. And I would have been 90
Thinking
feet
in full
out
plate.
into the water when he would have dispelled my water walk.
Hmm.
Blood in the water.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I still have Spirit Guardians. I still have Spiritual Weapon. I am murdering a spellcaster when it gets back around to me.
I have a feeling the episode title is going to end up being Croak on the water.
The last one doesn't kind of move or anything. He's holding position, waiting to see what happens. And we're gonna shift again.
We should call it Duck Duck Goose Egg in tribute to Nate's rolls.
I'll have you know my
All right.
rolls so far have been better.
It's early.
Kaeviir, as you're walking down the forest, slight mist, not an actual rain, more just heavy moisture in the air as you're walking, along with Serial.
Yep.
In the dark of the forest in the distance, you can see wisps kind of dancing, almost like they're trying to draw your attention.
Mm-hmm.
Serial's ignoring them completely as she walks.
Okay. Well, are they blocking our entire path, or is it?
No, they're off to the side in the trees. They're actually not in the path at all.
Well, if she's not paying attention to them, I'm not going to point them out. I'm just going to kind of walk in a different direction. Right. Walk around them. We don't want any conflict if we don't have to.
Well, no, they're not actually on the path. They're out like deep in the trees trying to draw your attention.
To either side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then it's almost like they're kind of like trying to beckon you into the trees.
Yeah. My thinking is that this is siren-esque, right? So if she hasn't noticed, I don't want to draw her attention to them because clearly strong armor wearers don't tend to have good saves versus that type of mind control. We're going to keep walking forward. I'm not going to say anything, but I am going to be aware of what's happening on the sides of us and keep my head straight forward.
All right. Give me a DC 16 wisdom save.
Okay. Hi, my name's Ewok, and I'm a dickhead.
What if Kaeviir fails this right after he was like, big armor types don't have good saves?
I got a 17, so
okay.
we'll never
Nice.
know what would happen.
You kind of feel a draw as you see some flowers that almost look like they resemble a certain flower you knew back from the tower, but immediately you can realize that they're not, and it's like something's trying to draw on a desire of yours.
Mastermind, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
So you're able to shake it off, and you guys keep going. I mean, you can almost kind of hear creatures around moving, but not actual like engaging, almost like they're kind of pacing with you at a distance.
Yeah, my thinking here is that if it'd be hard to point something out to a fighter, their natural instinct would be to gauge the situation, right? Which is why I don't want to investigate any further. If I investigate further, that might put me at higher risk of having my perception skewed. I'm aware of what's happening. I'm facing ahead, looking down, and keeping an eye on her reaction to make sure she doesn't pass a check. Also, I have important rolls, so I'd like to roll those now just in case she decides to roll a perception check. I'd like to counter that out.
All right.
I'll roll my 2 d20s. Here they go.
I thought it was fitting that Nate should roll the important rolls of his enemies.
Fuck. 17 and 17.
Oh.
Okay. Can I use the help action in reverse to?
No.
Are you sure?
Creative thinking. I will. No, because
think of it
if
as
I
like
let you give
antagonizing
yourself,
someone to distract
no,
them from.
well, here's the other thing. If I let you give yourself disadvantage, then you're going to be trying to activate disadvantage on other people instead of saying help. You're going to like fuck you, and
Yeah,
that leads down a very dark road quick.
I got 2 17s on my
Okay.
on my important, which is like the one time I really wanted to get like a 2.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, right now she hasn't noticed, so we'll just maybe she'll be like Adrie and just be oblivious to things. Maybe it's like a genetic trait.
As you're walking and as you guys are walking, you see the wisps all of a sudden just go straight dark. Like they block out their own lights, like they disappear as a giant shadow just kind of over you quickly.
Like over us, like around us, or over us, like
No,
over the
over the
tree line.
forest, just creating a full blanket of shadow as it moves.
I'm gonna put my hand on her back because I'm walking behind her clearly, and I'm like, shh.
You
Yeah.
actually can see her white knuckling her sword at the moment.
Relax, relax. From our perspective, that was very apparent. From their perspective, they just see trees. Much harder to see moving at that speed than it is to see something moving at that speed.
So you realize a shadow dragon has just flown over you, heading northeast.
In my character's recollection and Kaeviir's mind, anything of important from our perception or from our position to the northeast?
Materia Bay.
Right.
Also Castle of Arnis. The floating castle.
Nothing I can do about that one. So
No. So
I don't have any way to signal anyone in Materia Bay. I don't have a long range message.
a second shadow flies over you.
Well, that's not great.
And we're gonna slide back to Rayne.
Hold on.
Okay.
I want to ask if she has the ability to message.
I need to find her spell sheet.
Yes, you do.
I think Rachel sent me one.
Flip
Yes, I had
pickle.
Rachel roll up her mother and then I edited it slightly.
Isn't Martyra Bay to the northwest, not the northeast?
From where we are.
Did I say northeast?
Yeah.
My apologies, northwest.
Oh, okay,
Thank
cool.
you. My apologies. I fucked up.
Rayne, we got dragons going.
Oh,
You don't know that.
Great.
You don't know
Don't
that. You're
metagaming.
not there.
Man,
You're not
we don't
there.
know shit.
All right, let me.
This is the longest pause ever while she thinks about whether or not she knows how to message someone.
No, she does not have mess. Oh, no. That's okay. Commune is not a message.
No.
That is to a god.
Yeah.
No, she does not have any ability to message. Instead of saying anything, she just shakes her head no.
Okay, well, we'll keep walking for a minute, but give me a second before we switch scenes over.
Okay.
I'm certain I could do a thing, but the risk of it is probably too high. I don't want to get us hung up. All right, you can go ahead and switch back.
All right. Top of the round, Rayne.
Oh boy. So this is my action, or this is gonna be my crew's action? Who shall it be?
You.
Me.
And your crew give orders.
I
EIOU?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. AOU.
Yeah. I'm going to make another attack at a set of attacks at a Draga while I've got him there.
Okay.
So here's my plan. My plan is to attack him, disengage, move, tell the rest of the crew to get out of the way, and have the Boom Brothers fire another round at Draga right behind me. Will that work?
So you're gonna tell them to all disengage, take cover, and except for you, and have them take another shot at the crowd?
Well, I want to attack because I'm right next to him. If I
Okay.
disengage, I can move. The question is, do I have the
You're
ability to?
If they take a shot at some of the crew and not at Draga, you can stay in your gauge and Draga, fine, no issue.
Okay. The end result of this is I would like to stab Draga, have Draga get shot, and no one else on my team
Oh,
get hurt.
you can do that too. Actually,
Okay.
you and Draga are kind of off from everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hit Draga, then do your disengage and bolt.
Okay. That's the plan. So let's see how well this works out. All right. So the first attack. The 14.
A 14?
Now 14 would hit me. He's a captain like me. mean, That seems to be like the standard AC for pirate captains. I'm just saying.
But if he's like you, wouldn't he also have that reaction thing where he could boost up his AC for a melee
Well, he
attack?
didn't do it last time, so
No,
he's-
because he knows that Draga may be a captain, but he also knows Draga's a cleric.
oh god, fuck! I forgot
Oh.
about that. That explains the bane. Now, yeah, I forgot
the-
about
oh,
that
the
connection.
inflict.
Shit. Okay.
Yes, and in hybrid form, his AC is actually 15.
Of course it is. All right. Well, I'll make a second attempt. Well, that fucking
Okay.
hit him. 21.
All right,
7 points of damage.
sounds good.
Now I'll disengage. I'll move back to get out of the way, and I'll give the order to fire another round.
All right.
Here comes the forks, buddy.
How much damage did you do?
7 total because I missed on the first attack, and I don't
All
get sneak
good.
attack. So
Okay, 22 plus 7. All right. And then they're taking another shot. Go ahead and give me the roll of the 20.
oh, don't you fucking fuck this up. 15. That's got to be good enough.
That
That's
hits.
gotta, yes.
Oh, that definitely, yeah. You're good.
How much damage
And-
does a large agglomeration?
I'm rolling 4d6 right now a shot.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Um,
He rolled a 1
and
on
these
1
are
on
these are
1.
my stat dice I'm rolling. So, yeah, that's rolling at a 17 right now.
Yes, we only steal the finest weaponry silverware on this ship. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
None of that shitty plastic fake silver crap that you can buy at Walmart. Walmart's not a sponsor. Fuck them.
Okay, they hit him. Okay.
The rest of the crew.
Yeah, go ahead and give me. Let's have fun here.
Okay.
Give me 7d20. No, I'm sorry. 5d20s.
5 D20s coming up.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go.
Miss.
19, 18, 14,
Oh.
6, and 4.
Oh, dirty.
So
Okay.
3 pretty good ones.
Oh yeah, no, three toast. So
And then 2 Raynes.
all good. On one of his first crews, decent heavy hit, bloodied. The next one, bloodied. You know the next one is a druid, so you got the druid bloodied.
Okay.
Another of his crew members bloodied.
Nice.
The fourth one, he's still holding strong, and they missed the rat completely. But
Is that the one that was originally hit though?
yes, that's the one that was originally toasted by the
Okay.
cannon. So he's in a bloody mess himself already as it is. When they respond, they all miss but the rat. All of them don't do shit to your crew but the rat. And that's the mage attacking Adrie. I need the rat. Okay, that's a dick move. All right. He fireballs at the cannon. Roll safes for your 2 boys.
Oh fuck.
And give me one more D20 for GS that's on him because he's firing off with a melee next to him.
Okay. So, well, I'll give you that D20 first.
All right, for Splinter.
It's an 11.
Okay.
I don't know if that's perfectly
cool.
mediocre as far as I can tell.
No, he hits him, but his constitution's high enough. With the 17 on the they check
All right,
that the spell
and then I
still
have
goes.
to make saving throws for Orford and Oric.
Yes.
All right, so we'll go Orford first. That's a 2.
Oh.
And then for Oric, that's perfectly average, a 10.
Oh no.
Feels like Nate sucks again. Oh no, he sucks again.
Oh no, we suck again. I think well, I mean, they are called the Boom Brothers, right? If you're talking, D1, we can hear you.
That explains the look on your face not being what it said after I said the powder barrel next to the cannon goes in the fireball.
Oh, nice. That's
chunk of the side of your ship just went out, including the cannon. The poor boys got blown this way and that way.
Your ship? Who are you talking to?
The sea bitch.
Oh, okay. Fuck that ship.
Man.
And all you can hear is Draga laughing. Don't you miss it, boy?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna miss you, you miserable motherfucker.
We should end this today.
Oh, I have every intention of doing so.
I'm gonna drink out of your skull.
I'm gonna eat your fucking heart.
I'm gonna braise your kidney with a little fucking garlic.
I'm gonna have your liver with a nice Chianti.
We slide over to Adrie. You're up.
Okay. Would I be able to get to the spellcaster without incurring attacks of opportunity from the other two?
You remember you were 40 feet off of the center one originally before you backed up 20 feet.
Oh, okay.
So, and he is 20 feet off the spellcaster.
But I can move.
As they know you, they keep your range.
Okay.
They're keeping themselves spirit guarding apart.
If I move and use my cunning action dash, that's
you can clear it
70
and get
feet
to
of
him.
Movement. Okay. Will I incur attacks of opportunity?
20.
Depends on how you move.
You should be able to find. You said 70?
Yeah. Because I can normally move 35.
You said they were only 60 away, right? So if she backed 5 steps to either direction,
yeah,
that's 5 to cross over that line, and then back to she has 50. Or
20 to get back to where she was, and then another 40, 60 would reach the one guy.
She wouldn't even have to stand next to him.
No, the spirit guardians would hit. She can get close enough to put him into spirit guardians.
Okay.
She could stand right next to him and force him to move out, provoke an attack of opportunity, and get hit by spirit guardians on the start of the entrance, and when he decided, if he did.
Well, yeah, because once she moves into range, then both of them would actually activate spirit guardians if she pops in between them too.
Okay.
Because if she pops between them, that would activate within 15 of both.
If the two that are threatening her, if she moved.
Well, no, she can get to him without threatening.
Right. So can she stand next to him is the question.
I don't think she can
60,
actually.
Right?
Well, no, dude, 60 is just to get to
the caster.
No, that would be to get to the middle one.
Okay.
The caster's 20 feet off of him.
Okay.
So
then if I got 60 to get to the middle one, I still have 10 more feet of movement. If the caster is 20 feet away from that person, then by moving the other 10 feet, that would put the caster in the 15-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because my main target is the caster right now.
Oh, I figured as much.
You wouldn't move to the middle and then move out 10. You just bypass the middle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would bypass the middle and diagonal it too.
Yeah. I want to go for the caster.
Okay.
If I can get any of them like with a sort of like drive by spiritual guardians,
No, that's the
they
thing is
have to
as
make a
you're
roll as I'm
yes.
going past them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I will do that,
I
but I
love
don't
this
want to take. I
Boys
don't
in the Hood Spirit Guardians.
So pretty much you would get 2 of them into Spirit Guardians. The one that
Okay.
crossbowed you,
Mhm.
and then the mage.
Okay. So they have to make wisdom saving throws.
All right.
DC
Okay.
18.
Okay. Blue is the crossbow, and orange is the mage. Crossbow got a 20 on the die, and the mage got a 12 on the die, and he's not going to roll high enough with the 12
Okay, so
on a save.
if he fail, it is 14 radiant damage. If they saved, it's 7 radiant damage.
Okay. So 7 to him and 14 to him. All right.
And
He's
then
hurting.
I would like to use my action to attack the mage.
You're still about
Oh, I can get to him in the 70?
mm-mm.
Okay. Well then, as my action, I will instead.
I don't want to influence this, but afterwards I will say something.
I will Sacred Flame the caster. He has to make a Dex saving throw, DC 18.
Counterspell.
Oh, okay. That was his reaction. Okay.
I always
Alright.
think they have to have that spell prepared in order to counter it, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, they don't. Not anymore. I
No,
was like,
not
man,
anymore.
counter spells used to be hard.
Yeah. Yeah, counterspells used to be hard because you'd have to almost like guess the fucking spell itself or something.
Well, you knew kind of what
Mm-hmm.
most wizards would use, or
Fucking,
the
I
thing that would
remember
fuck you up.
I used to have like darkness spells ready to go on light spells or light spells ready to go on darkness spells,
Yeah,
depending what players I had running through.
like every mage would prepare fireball, lightning bolt. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, so why doesn't anyone ever ask anyone to quit combat? I've just noticed that about our group. I'm the only one that ever does that. Nobody ever gives anyone the option to get out. Right? When you run up to a guy and you can't reach him, that's your perfect opportunity to be like, hey, if you put your arms down now and get out of here, you can continue to live tomorrow. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it works every time, but it's not even an action. You can just do it. You can talk whenever you want.
Well,
And then the DM will likely go, no, he's not going to quit, or roll a fucking what's it called check. That's a free action. That's a free check.
So Spirit Guardian is the only one you got up going right now, right?
Not called Dungeons and Diplomacy, okay?
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism. We really appreciate you coming in and listening. We also really appreciate all the people who support our Patreon. By supporting the Patreon, you're going to get behind the scene uncut clips that you'll get to see sort of like maybe the tissue behind some of the edited, cleaned up content. And you'll get that whenever we have a big block of it to drop, as well as any updates or any information behind the scenes stuff that we think the Patreons would like to know. So if you'd like to support our Patreon and help us continue making the high quality, high octane podcast that you've come to expect, go ahead to patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Thank you. And as usual, the invoice is in the mail.
That's true. I forgot that his dice rolls were really bad last time.
Really bad is one way to say it. Rolling multiple 4s in a row is another on a d20. Even his percentages were low last time.
Yeah, even like I don't know if he got to double digits. He had to double
How
digits a
awkward for
couple
all of you.
times.
I'm right here.
Yeah, we know you're there, but in all fairness, we thought you'd probably fail your perception check to hear us talking about you.